Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and today we're going to do a video looking at those games where they're really popular, everybody's raging about it. You buy the game and you go and start playing it, and you play it for the first hour and you play it for the second hour and you're kind of going, I don't get what all the hype's about. The game just doesn't, vibe with you. You just kind of like, man, everyone's saying this is amazing and it's getting these good reviews and everything else. You go, I really should be enjoying this, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't vibe with you, even if it's your type of game. And you'll see there's a bunch of games on this list. They're right in my sweet spot for genre of game, but you just can't get into it. And you end up going, I'm going to put this game on the shelf. Which is a shame, because clearly they're good games, clearly they're highly rated games, and lots of people playing them. It's just inexplicable in your mind why you can't get into it. So I'm going to bring up the first game here that was like that for me.
Make of thyselves that which ye desire, be it a lord, be it a god. But should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Champions, welcome! A celebration of war! Festival!
I pray that the guidance of grace abandons you.
Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers? Rise with us, against the Erd tree.
Never met someone with a taste for brawn or contrast. We'd make good mates, I reckon.
I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more. Now, go forth, become Elden Lord.
Elden Ring, who'd have thought it? Look, this is clearly an outstanding game. Millions of people love this game. It looks amazing. The trailer looks amazing. And it's not the only From Software game I've played. I played Sekiro, enjoyed that. I have played the Souls games. But, everyone was like, Elden Ring, it's just the best thing ever, best game ever. So, you go there. Did I not play it long enough? I don't know. But I started playing the game. I'm playing it, and I'm just going, I just can't get into it. This game's just not resonating with me. So, yeah, Elden Ring, sometimes it's just inexplicable, and it just goes to show how personal games are in terms of our opinions on them. You can still rate them as being a great game, even if it isn't a game that you personally vibed with. But yeah, who'd have thought? Elden Ring, yeah, it's on the list. I had to get this game. Everybody was going crazy about how great it was, and and I played it, and there's good things to it. I just didn't get that sense of, man, I want to spend hundreds of hours trying to complete this game or whatever it is. I just couldn't resonate with this game. So let's have a look at the next game on the list.
У зайца утка, в утке яйцо.
В яйце моя смерть.
Daisy. Yeah, so this is a game that a load of my friends have said, yeah, you got to play this game. This game's amazing. And you'll actually see I actually had a first play video on this channel where I first went in and I had a really rough time. Kind of went in to play it offline. Maybe it's because I played it solo. I don't know, but had a rough time starting in this game, in a game that, again, I just couldn't get into. Certainly does have a brutal learning curve. Maybe you've got to go in with a whole group of people or something to start off with. Either way, it was a game that I tried to get into. Was recommended to get into. I just couldn't. I tried it. I played several hours of this game, and it isn't a game it just didn't resonate me. It's that whole thing of it, just a feeling that you're playing it and you're going, yeah, I want to go play something else. And that was it. Daisy. Right, the next one on the list. The sensation that Valheim has become. So that was the official early access launch trailer. Valheim again, an absolute sensation. Loads of people out there, you can see even the videos down the side, Valheim is a masterpiece, all this sort of thing. Loads of people loving Valheim, and this is a game that should be right down my street. I love the theming. I love my base building, as those that have been on the channel before, I love all that, the crafting, gathering materials and stuff like that. I'm no novice to the grind. You'll have seen some of the builds I've done in Sons of the Forest, for example, where I didn't use the console or any cheats. I built this enormous sort of castle affair myself. So no stranger to that. But Valheim, I played it. I couldn't get into it. Again, I've got a first play on the channel. I've played it a few hours since. It's kind of a game that I kind of sit there going, maybe I should go back and try again in the future. But yeah, when I played this game, I just couldn't get into it. Like I say, it's one of these inexplicable things. Like I say, all the games on this list are games that are enjoyed by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, with highly rated, reviews, but you just can't get into. I'm sure that it applies for many people, where you kind of, everyone's going on about this game, and you go and try it, and you go, I don't get it, I don't feel it, and that kind of thing. It's a feeling very difficult to describe. So yeah, Valheim, just couldn't get into it. Next one on the list.
We got a hit on Hassan.
We can't take him in Iran.
He's not in Iran. Who do we send?
All right, that's where we're in position.
Bravo team offloads here. Alpha team stays on board to land downrange. This is capture or kill.
Ya son más de 10 años metiéndole y todavía sueno como nuevo. Balvin no tiene relevo, me sobra el dinero, el respeto y los huevos. Yo, cada movimiento que hago es luego otro nivel lo elevo. Tú sonaste, me pagaste y no lleva ni la mitad.
We're shifting! Watch the containers! How the hell did Iran get their hands on this?
It's either Russia or us.
Anywhere I roam.
We need an army. Rory, get us an army.
Free to speak my mind anywhere. And I'll redefine anywhere.
Mexican Special Forces, 141, they are your brothers now.
Where I lay my head is home there.
Weapons hard, vaqueros.
So there we go. That is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare trailer, but this is kind of a representation of a whole bunch of Call of Duty where it is today. When the first Modern Warfare came out, I loved that game. The single player campaign was awesome. I played the multiplayer to death, trying to get every weapon gold and all that good stuff. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out and I really got into that. But after Modern Warfare 2, man, I just couldn't get into the newer version of the Modern Warfare games. I don't know if it's because of how extensive the perk and kill streak system became. You think in the original Modern Warfare, you only had a UAV and you had an airstrike and a chopper gunner sort of stuff. But I don't know what it is. I actually quite enjoyed playing the Call of Duty Cold War. That kind of gave me a lot of throwbacks to the original Modern Warfare. But the new Modern Warfare 1, 2 and 3, the sort of re-releases of them, and the latest one that's just come out, all the Black Ops ones, I just haven't been able to get into the new Call of Duty. And of course, this is a game played by millions and millions of people on all different platforms, PC, Xbox, PS5, and they love it to death. And every new game that comes out, they're pre-ordering and everything else. And it's a game that I used to really, really enjoy back in the day, but where Call of Duty is today, and certainly the iterations over the last several years, I just haven't been able to get into Call of Duty. Like I say, I did kind of flirt with Call of Duty Cold War for a while, and actually quite enjoyed that. But it's something that didn't last long. It became certainly very heavy on buying packs and battle passes and stuff like that. And as someone that's a bit of a completionist, you've got these skins out there, and the only way to get them is to pay real money. That was a bit of a turn off as well. So, I like to be able to grind and be able to achieve them and stuff, but it's something you couldn't do. So, yeah, overall, Call of Duty, again, a game that you should, I played it in the past, loved it, but where it is today, just can't get into it, despite the millions of people that are playing this game every single day. Next up on the list. Lost Ark, a huge sensation when it released, and it's a hugely popular Korean MMO ARPG. I do quite enjoy ARPGs. I've played the usual ones before that you can think of, the Diablos and so on, and actually really enjoyed them. But Lost Ark, it was one that, again, started playing it, just couldn't get into it despite the whole sensation when it came out. Like I say, the whole hype is there. Everyone's going crazy about it. People are playing the game. I don't buy this. I'm not pre-ordering this stuff, but people are saying how great it is. So you kind of go, oh wow, people have got the game. It's released. They're playing it. They're saying how amazing it is. I've got to give it a go as well. And yeah, just another one. I just couldn't get into this game. Really not sure why. So I do enjoy the type of game that it is, but not one that was for me, unfortunately. Next up on the list. there we go, Rust. You know, I look at that trailer and think, oh my god, this game is just so meat. We've got crafting and base building, we've got gunplay, we've got bows and arrows, you got team stuff, it's destructible environment. You know, this just looks amazing. And again, another game, hugely popular game, and one that I kind of felt this should be really my thing. Tried it solo, didn't work very well. Tried it again with a bunch of friends, and they really enjoyed it. But again, it's just a game that I played it a bit and I just didn't get that bug for the game, despite all these people saying how great it was and thoroughly enjoying it. And that's it, isn't it? It's getting that bug, that catch for the game that makes you want to go back and play again and again and again. And Rust just wasn't that for me. So we're going to now look at the last game on the list. And I'm only, there's lots of games that you try that you go, yeah, this isn't that great or whatever. But the games on this list are games that were big games that lots of people play, that are highly rated, that just didn't work for me. So now we're having a look at the last game on the list. Wow, there you go. A really cool video. But yeah, Team Fortress 2. Again, a game that you kind of look at and go, yeah, I should really enjoy this game. I love the way they kind of got the whole class system in there, I do enjoy games. I've enjoyed Overwatch in the past. I enjoyed Counter-Strike and all these sort of team PvP, first-person games and all this sort of stuff. Really enjoyed all that. Team Fortress 2, again, a game highly rated. Lots of players playing this game, but one that I tried with friends, and again just couldn't get the catch for the game to want to make it a main game. Play it over and over and over, and you play it for a few hours, and then it gathers dust in your Steam library essentially. So there you go, guys. That's the end of the list. There's not a lot to say about each of these games because they're all great games, right, in their own right. It's just that, they're great games. Everyone says they're great. You go and give it a go, and you're you're just left with that feeling of why, or doesn't get the catch. You don't have that thing of waking up the next day going, the first thing you want to do is turn the computer on and go and start playing Team Fortress 2 or Elden Ring or whatever it is. Like I say, they're great games in their own right. They just didn't catch for me. That's the end of the list. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments down below. And also in the comments down below, let me know if this has happened to you, where you've got a game that everyone's saying go and play and that millions of people are playing, and you kind of go, yeah, I just didn't get it, or yeah, I just didn't get a catch for it. It'd be really interesting to know what games out there that you've tried that are amazing games, but you just couldn't get into them. As always, if you want to see more of this content, please hit that subscribe button. Totally free for you to do. It means a massive amount for me, so thank you for that in advance. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. Tune back in for some more of our content videos.